Alright, so I've been doing some setup over here and I just saw, I think that's a $250 donation from Monocled Badger, just cutting it in half, saying, "You're a good man, hope the move goes well." Well, I just want to mention to you, Monocled Badger, you could just completely sweep the floor of any incentive. So if you have an incentive you want to go to, you can definitely do that. Whether that be the Parasite Eve name or one of the bid wars for the races for the endings for MGS1 or Twin Snakes. But thank you so much. Python's Choice. Python's Choice. What's it gonna be, Python? I'll give you some time to think about it. And we also have another donation not to be outdone from PD Precious Roy. $20. $20 to name Aya Wendy. Good luck, guys. Man almighty, you guys are already killing it, and we just started the marathon. Truly inspirational. We've got another $25 from Stranglish Master Race saying, "Pything is a giant doofus. Thank you, Stranglish." And $100 from Chusa, another staff member from MGSR, saying, "Good luck to all the runners participating in the event. And here's to helping out Python. Donation to Python's Choice." And Python's got all the money in the world to decide what he wants to put this bid war money to. Incredible. Thank you all so much. For those keeping track at home, that's $350 to Python's Choice. And the one will be silent. Four, three, two.
Alright, hello everybody. I'm Iridescence. Some of you might know me from MGSR. Been hanging around there for a little while now. This is Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance, the Metal Gear game that most Metal Gear fans like. Most Metal Gear fans didn't really like, and most other Metal Gear fans loved. We're going to be running the New Game Plus Hard category today. There's a reason we run New Game Plus Hard. One of the main reasons is it's actually the fastest. It's pretty fun. Plenty of memes. So I'm just quickly gonna just make some equipment. We need equipment. And you'll notice we're using an infinite wig. That'll come in handy. Alright, so for those of you who don't know this game as a speedrun, we're gonna play this game exactly as the developers intended. So we're gonna have some fun with that, and I'm gonna start, the time starts when I press yes, so we're gonna go in 3, 2, 1, go. Have fun with skipping cutscenes, funny that in a Metal Gear game. Alright, so first we're gonna do a perfect parry here to activate blade mode.
Quick thing.
Yeah.
We're gonna fix something right now.
Do I have to stop running?
Just stop for a moment and silence your mic and OBS, and that is gonna be broadcasted through my Discord because your audio is getting cut out.
For those of you who know, this game, Rules of Nature, is the first boss fight song for an old friend of Raiden's. And he has a name. He's old faithful Metal Gear Ray. And we want him to headbutt us. That's what we want. So we're gonna swing, get him to headbutt, cut his head armor once, do some extra damage, headbutt again. We're gonna block it. We're not even gonna bother cutting. The damage will still apply. Yeah, he's behaving really well, which is surprising. So he's gonna try and hit us with his blade. He missed because he's a doofus. So what he does from here is constantly headbutts again, but he's gonna jump, okay. So he can waste time by jumping. I have no control over this. All I can do is stand near his head and hope he does that. If he does it more than once, and if he does short jumps, it's not so bad. We don't want long jumps. Okay, so he's gonna really waste our time by using the plasma cannon, so we just have to beat his feet a bit. Just mash out some light attacks until he moves again. Or he tries to stomp on us, which is also fine. Because we can do that. We'll cut his leg armor. The aim is to do this. Cut that once. Alright, he's down to 0.1% health. He's going to jump to the other side. He'll always jump to the furthest point away and try and use the plasma cannon, but we can interrupt that by getting too close. So by running to the right, we'll dodge it, and he's gonna see. We can actually do the QTE before it pops up. Match out some buttons here. And Raiden's gonna show off his puny body strength and launch Ray into oblivion. We don't have to mash here, so we're just gonna look really silly. So that was a relatively well-behaved Ray. He can really just jump around. Another thing we can do in this game is make these score screens appear faster by pressing X and make them disappear faster by pressing circle. I'm using a PS4 remote. It's going to show Xbox prompts, but I just kind of know. And so the movement tech is now going to be shown off, and it's going to be ninja running, jumping, and sliding into cutscenes if I can, you know, press the triangle button in time. Apparently I can't. So this next part is pure movement. We're chasing Sundowner. He's a bad guy, if you couldn't tell. It's telling us to use Ninja Run to automatically go through things. That's slow because Raiden can be a doofus and get stuck on ledges. So the only time I'll ever use Ninja Run to get over things is when I'm going under things like this, or these stairs, because if you fall off you just waste time. It's just quicker to do that. It's not a long animation. Now we're going to do Ray 2. Now this has a skip in it. However, it requires me getting his health down to a very precise amount. So I may miss it because you need to do it within 0.5%. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just do some damage whilst he charges up his laser. I'm going to jump and do a heavy attack. We'll do it again. I missed, that's not a big deal. Nice, we got it. We're going to block the headbutt. He's going to go to the left. We're going to cut his face armor again. Now, doing that will skip a phase where he jumps back. So he's going to do this. Now I'm going to stand here, and it doesn't look like I'm doing anything, but I'm cutting missiles. I got hit by one, it's not a big deal. Then we're going to mash out some damage. Alright, he's now going to headbutt again. Well, we hope. Okay. So we do the same thing again. This time I'll cut once. Now, I should be able to get this last 18%. Okay, he's going to try and bonk us. Alright, perfect. So, we successfully skipped the phase where he jumps back and wastes all our time. He's gonna do a second one. I fell a little bit short on DPS, but it's not a big problem. We'll just cut these. You'll notice that whilst this is hard, the game is still relatively okay. I'm gonna block that. We're not even gonna bother doing the quick time event. Alright. So, these missiles are random. You can get him to do a long leap by just holding off on inputting the command to run, which is what we're gonna do. So Ray's gonna take a chunk out of our us, I guess. He's gonna launch us. The movement, this clock tower is pretty precise. Luckily, the missiles are always guaranteed. They're not random. Same with the laser. So if you run just so to the right of that little ramp, you can just run down the whole place and you're guaranteed not to get hit. You jump over that. Oh, I got hit. Wow. Oh, my bad. I jumped too late. But we're gonna mash out, and this is gonna be the first boss done. Is the audio and video synced even? No, it won't be because my audio was cutting out. So it's being picked up by Restreamer. So that's a 2-minute 36 fight. That's not awful. It's not great. I can hear Plywood's keyboard. Alright, so this... Okay. This is also movement. The camera will force you to look at that helicopter, and you can get stuck on one of these boxes, and it's really annoying. But luckily, we have the power to path. Hello, Nikos. Alright, so this is Sam. Sam is a friend. We don't want to even fight this guy. We just want him to kill us as fast as possible, and that was really, really nice of him. We can't win this fight. You can't actually do any damage. He'll block everything.
Self-taught, and not half bad.
So the strat is you walk up to him and give him the block once, which forces him to retaliate. So you run up to him, hit him once, he'll backflip, and now he should retaliate. And he missed. Well done, Sam. You are the best ninja swordsman I've ever met. Alright, he's gonna finish us off. We're on 1% health. We just need him to hit us once more. Just run at him, and that'll end the fight. Raiden lost an arm. He lost his eye. He's not in a good way. So we're gonna walk up to him, and we're gonna press square, which makes him, like, square up to us. Talk some trash, and now he should hit us straight away, which is nice. Cool. We're dead. We're dead. That's the end of the first chapter.
You're no match for me.
Now, look at that, we're a perfect S speedrunner. Let's go. So, in between chapters, it will give us the option to customize Raiden's body. We don't want to do that. But now, this game is perfectly adequate. So, the first thing we're going to do is, naturally, messed up the trick, which is nice. Good start. I might get up. That's alright.
First, head inland. The waypoint is marked on your Soliton radar.
Oh my lord.
If you have questions.
He's gonna get up? Oh my lord. We're going well. Good start, boys. There we go. Now we're out of here. Now we're out of bounds. And we're gonna jump up here. We're gonna line up with the top of this billboard. And we're gonna try and pixel boost. Now there is one pixel which Raiden can get a foothold on here, which can wreak havoc. There's one on the edge here, and I fell through the thing. Okay. Please, Raiden, behave. I will explain why I'm getting so... Holy cow. Why I'm getting so high in just a second. Alright, there we go. We're out here. And we're up out of the play area now, and that skips us a trigger. So what you can do is... The developers didn't intend for you to slow down time at certain things, and the animations in this game are locked to the frame rate. So the more frames you get in your animation of going up with the polearm attack, when you activate rip mode, it slows down time, the higher you'll get. So the developers didn't intend this, and as you just saw, alright, so he's dead. We can get out of bounds pretty easy. If I can time it right. Alright, up, phase through this balcony. Alright, we're out here. The developers totally intended for us to be up here. So much they even conveniently left an invisible wall for us to run along. And this skips the majority of the level. We don't want a weapon equipped for this because we need to do a specific attack that we can't do with the weapon equipped. Alright. Now, this jump is kind of difficult. If I miss, I fall through the floor and we restart the whole area. Perfect. So we're gonna go meet Pooch. I call him Pooch. He has a real name. I can't remember it. And this is a real good fight. Real hard. We're gonna mash out a smoke grenade. Change, equip the pincer blades. Ripper mode. Run round to his left. Hit him once. Charge up pincer 2. Hit him twice. And that is a dead Pooch. That fight is now over. So we're gonna mash away this score screen. We took no damage. I only got a C rating for that. So I really want to know how Platinum works their ratings, because I took no damage and beat him in no time at all, but that's only a C. We don't have to do these fights. We're gonna run straight to this event. Alright, so we just run along the left side here to avoid all the cars. This quick time event asks us to mash Y or triangle. You just press the button 3 times, it works. Alright, so the helicopters have got bored of shooting down a bridge. Then we're gonna get our revenge by jumping at this line and holding triangle to zip up to him, hit him twice so he falls to bits and explodes. Sorry hostage, but you don't get to live another day. Now I mentioned earlier that the developers didn't really test the time slowdown mechanic of this game. And this is point proven, as you can move faster or further in a short amount of time by slowing down time twice in the same 60 frames. So we're gonna break this door open. Now we're gonna quickly run, activate Ripper mode and Blade mode at the same time, and hold left stick. It allows us to move. These guys are gonna move at absolute snail pace, and we can just walk through the door before the arena spawns, and we're out of here. Okay, so this next part can go one of 2 ways. If I get a caution here, it's a good thing. If I get an alert, alright, we'll see. Where's this guard gonna go? We need this guard to move. If he doesn't move, we're just gonna run, get the checkpoint, then checkpoint restart. If he moves, we can avoid the checkpoint restart, but if he doesn't want to move and go looking for me, we just do this and run around the edge of the area. You'll see a couple of times in this run, we're going to abuse the checkpoints. This will put us further down that, like, close to the factory. It just happens. We're going to quickly menu in a second. I'm going to destroy this fence. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to menu polearm jump and get over that fence. Cut this forklift once. It needs to be cut once or this won't work properly. Alright, we kill all the tripods. All the gecko dwarfs. Now what that allows us to do is to run to the back corner of this area, and it despawns the thing, so the guards will drop closer together. Alright. Getting stuck on things is a feature. Alright, so now there is our favorite. We usually use a cigarette in other games, but we have advanced whatever that is. It's called Advanced Augmented Reality. We're going to use it to show some senses. and get underneath. All right. So this next strat involves us going under this camera, turning, aiming, and throwing a smoke grenade so it lands there. Now they should both want to check out that smoke grenade. Okay, he's walked a really weird way. We'll just checkpoint restart. It's not a big deal. The AI in this game is not as exploitable as other Metal Gear games. They're not 100%, oh my lord, 100% predictable. Getting a caution there will stop that from working. But you bounce it in a certain way, and they should be real happy to have a look at the smoke grenade. There we go. And now we can just run through. If we get seen, this door closes, and it's just a pain. Alright, we're gonna equip the pincer. And we're gonna climb up these stairs to the top of the silo. We're gonna go fight Miss Stroll. She's French. She's also the owner of the weapon we used to break the game. This fight's hard, so we charge Pincer 1 and Ripper mode. Phase 1's over. It's gonna give us a quick time event. We're gonna ignore it. It's faster for us to throw her. We go over here no matter what anyway. You'll never guess what we're gonna do now. We're gonna Ripper mode, charge Pincer 1, ignore her damage from a whip, and we're gonna end this phase as well. So she's gonna jump along. The second Raiden jumps to the camera changes, we can checkpoint restart to get to the next part. This one's a bit different. This time, we walk forward, air Pincer, we don't want to hit her with it. Ripper mode, charge Pincer 2, and that's the fight. Yeah, go nuts.
Alright. We got
There's an intermission now
$1.
anyway, so you're good to read some.
$1.23 from Wajnob Royal. So what happened to Metal Gear Android? Kappa. And we have another $70 from D-Limes13, who will be doing a run tomorrow and Sunday of MGS2. We speedrun everything, even donation goals. Donation to TTS Otacon. Thank you all so much for already meeting the donation goals so early in the marathon. Only the second game. Truly a speedrun of the donation bar.
I don't know if are you done, Plywood? I can't hear you, so.
That's right. I'm in the sewer system.
All right, let's get started.
All
Your
right.
mission's to investigate the Desperado-affiliated research center somewhere in that area. According to the intel from F1, tell we need. Of course.
So-
Yep.
No. Do we?
Yeah, that's the
like
point.
All right. So now we're in Mexico. Usually, Raiden would be wearing a Swambera. Oh my god, I can't speak. English is hard. And a poncho. But we're using.
Right. Unidentified UGs are patrolling the sewers. Exercise caution.
Better take out that UG quick. Won't attract too much attention down there.
I see a maintenance catwalk. Use it to conceal yourself if necessary. Right. There is a boy in these sewers.
Yeah. You said shut up. Oh, right.
You are deadly silent.
All right.
I don't know
My
if
bad.
that's
Okay.
intentional or not.
So we're killing some things.
No, I said. No,
what you
I
missed before
I
was the
said
gorilla.
to go.
Gorilla.
I said that's the point.
So we
So
don't really
there's
want to
not.
fight them if we can avoid it. Also, running here is pointless because a cutscene plays and it will default us to a really crappy position. If my controller would do inputs, thank you. So we can walk in Codex in this game. Extremely slow be it. But we can do that. So doors, broken doors don't like to move out of the way, but I figured out that if you slide, they'll fly off in random directions. Alright, so now we don't want to do this fight, so we want to walk because our footsteps are silent if we walk and not run. We want him to jump across. He should get a caution here. Now we walk around the edge, and we're out of here. Avoiding fights is my middle name. Or in the case with this fight, we just kind of run up to him and beat the crap out of him till he's dead. Alright, he's gonzo. Once he explodes, we won't have the alert. Because if we have an alert, we can't goddamn debris. We can't interact with buttons if you're in alert phase. So you can't interact with this button if you hold the alert and just run past him.
Big wall projection. Pretty well hidden, I gotta say.
Okay. Time for some actual stealth. Yeah, this game has a stealth as an option. Alright, so we're gonna throw a grenade down here. Smoke grenade, run. All three dudes are gonna wanna know why their plant's suddenly full of smoke. They won't see us over here. Just sneak on by. Okay, you've probably picked up on this by now, but the main strat is just running attacks with Ripper mode on. As you can see, it cuts them to shreds. But this will be the last mission that I will use Sam's blade until the final boss. I will actually be using Grey Fox's sword.
Is it
Those were
Yes, perhaps. Wait, you said?
Yeah. We've got any up? He just
Alright, so we're gonna take control of the gecko, the dwarf gecko. These guys move really fast and they're really sensitive on the stick. I don't know why this is a thing. The guys won't know, but we're gonna jump through this thing and we can interact with this before the cutscene plays, so we skip a cutscene.
All ours. Now, use it to locate a data input terminal.
Shout out to USBs.
That terminal is most likely designed
Yeah,
to
dude,
download
they
data
control
inside
really
the
weird
machine.
compared to Raiden. They turn on a dime, and if you move the stick the tiniest bit, they will go flying in random directions.
Should knock them unconscious.
Alright, we're gonna Ripper mode, and there's a pattern to this, so we want to go left, over here, pick up that guy,
You see that, Kev? In my
right,
only there. What about right?
I can't see, alright, he's gone, good. Alright, run around him, there should be three more people, I think. Dude, Gecko, last guy, he's dead. Alright, cool, we're out of here. As soon as the alert decides it wants to clear, thank you. Also, this is Courtney. Courtney is your support character in this game. You don't even use her to save, so she doesn't really have a use. We're gonna pick up an EM grenade for no real reason. We will need that grenade for a boss fight later, but I already have 5.
You think? I don't know.
This is Grad. He's like a mini Metal Gear / tank. And he's gonna shoot missiles at us, so to avoid that, we're gonna run behind a wall and slide next to him. He can't hit us here. Go ahead and hit 1 pincer, 2 pincers as he goes through. Yes, my pincers will go through the wall.
Bastard is blocking the way.
We're gonna get hit by that. Missiles will come. Oh my lord, I messed that up. That's my bad. Alright, there we go. Now, he can't hit us when we're in pincer. There we go, that forces him back. So what we can do is we can actually charge attacks during these cutscenes because the game is still going. And we're going to hit him once. He's going to back off. Fire a couple missiles at us. Alright, he's gonna come. We're gonna hit him. If he comes close again, he might not. There we go. We're gonna hit him again to do good damage. We're gonna knock him down. Cancel your pincer combo and do 2 attacks, and this will get him down to 10%, and you can just kill him instantly with that instead of having to just do the last 10% per se, because you can't. You can do a quick time event to do it, but it's super slow. As you've seen, the animations to make this game as action oriented as possible are really exaggerated.
They're already
And honestly, a waste of time. These 2 guys are just here. I don't know why they're here. Sometimes they will shoot you with a rocket. Sometimes they will have their weapons out. It's completely random. But that's the end of chapter 2. And we're all done in Mexico. And next we're gonna head to Denver. And this is the most skip-heavy chapter. I will give a warning at some point. There is a skip that may make you feel a bit sick because the image ghosts really bad. So yeah, I recommend you look away for about 25 seconds at that point if you can't handle. Alright, so the first thing we're gonna do is skip this cutscene, and we're gonna instantly open our menu when we're gonna run over here, avoid this dude, open our menu, switch to the polearm. Now this skip is temperamental, it might take me a few tries. We're gonna go up, pixel jump, go up again. Okay, so that grenade's coming, we're just gonna restart. That grenade will ruin the skip because it'll send you flying away from the wall. Alright, we go up. Pixel jump. Oh my lord. Alright. There is kind of an invisible wall above you that just proludes off this balcony that you can do your pixel jump off. Oh my lord. Got to menu. But it's a bit painful to do properly. Alright, we're gonna kill that dude to leave us alone. We're gonna go up again. Get high. Pixel Raiden, please behave! And when the enemies get too close, the game tries to target them. We don't want to target them, but we can't change it. And this skip is probably, in my opinion, this is the hardest one in the game because of how, like, the enemies. And 2 pixel jumps are required to do it. Alright, we're up. Now we can spam this, and we're out of this fight. We jumped over the invisible wall. They can't chase us now. But yeah, I would call that the hardest skip in the game because of how much the game tries to fight you. We're gonna run over here and slide into this cutscene. Alright, we checkpoint restart because the game still thinks we're in that fight and the alert doesn't clear, but the checkpoint goes through so we can just restart. This allows us to interact with an elevator, or with this button, sorry, to progress to the next area. I'm gonna Ripper mode here. 2 geckos gonna jump in. If I remember correctly, these are the first 2 cow geckos you see in the run. I can't remember. Alright. So after this fight, I'm gonna menu. We're gonna change to the Fox Blade. And what the Fox Blade does, whilst the raw damage out of Sam's Blade is higher, this has a chance, fully upgraded, a 70% chance to just instantly slice people in half. And so it ignores their armor if that happens. And you'll see that there's some shielded dudes up here. And so we can just cut straight through him. Like, it is 70% chance, so there is a slight chance it doesn't work, but it's pretty much fine. Sorry about being Australian. Alright, we have an elevator. I'm gonna take a drink. Perfect time for donations if you have any. We can only make this slightly faster in a second.
Appreciate.
Alright, we've opened the elevator door early by hitting the trigger through the roof. Wait for this guy to go past. Falling lightning over to here. Menu to polearm. I'm gonna do another skip. This one involves an air conditioner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Okay, we're on top of the invisible wall. Make this jump. Make it up onto here. This is out of bounds. Alright, so this is the skip that may make you feel sick, so if ghosting images is not your thing, then look away now. We're skipping 5 minutes plus of the game here by attempting to land on a very specific part, but I can't see. So did I get it? I did not. That's okay. So we're going to hit the trigger through the wall here. So we skipped about 5 minutes of the game, but we're stuck out of bounds. Usually you can climb along the roof of this area, but there's an invisible wall that is rather hard to get past, so we're going to do this somewhat the intended way. But you can run in a particular way around these guys, if the game would like to let me. There we go. Getting seen here doesn't matter. It's just because they're all going to converge on where we need to go at the end anyway. As long as I don't get hit by one. Please excuse me, I normally don't go through here, so I might... Get out of my way. Get out of my way. Get up on the train, Raiden. I might get slowed down a bit, because usually these enemies are not a factor, but it happens. It's a marathon, you only get one chance at that skip too. Alright, so now we're gonna Ripper, and all the enemies are gonna come to this platform. I did practice this back up a little bit, but the dwarf geckos jumping on you is random. Alright. Alright, so we're out. Alright. I'm gonna get a good look at Denver here. Look at that. Alright, we're gonna dodge that. 3 guys are gonna jump down. We want to kill these guys first. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna hit this leg and this leg. Gonna drop the grad down on top of us, and he's gonna die instantly. Deactivate Ripper mode. Alright, we're gonna abuse the Ripper mode to slow down again. To stop that dude there from turning around. And as soon as we get onto these tiles, we skip the fight. Alright, we're gonna menu to the size. The size, once it goes purple, this guy's really blind. Alright, we're gonna go here, hit him. And kick him away. Hit him. And go back to that dude, finish him off. We're gonna kill the dog. The dog can dodge. There we go. Ripper mode, once he's down, cut him up. And Psy the last dude. Raiden, thank you. Now we're gonna go see Sam. He's not dead. Oh, okay, I missed one. You will not kick my ass, you're dead, friend. The game slows us down, we can no longer ninja run. So all we can do is really take a close line. The camera tries to force us to look at Sam. I just let it. You can fight it, but there's no real point. And Giant Sam is gonna call us a bad boy for killing lots of people. So this is gonna make Raiden real mad. And in retaliation, we're gonna kill some people. But we can hear their thoughts, and they're, you know, talking about how they needed a job after the war economy was damaged. so they took it. You know, they wanted to feed their families. We're gonna slice them up anyway. Which is real good of Raiden, but this has an effect on him. Now Raiden is suffering from acute severe depression, and he can do absolutely nothing useful. This is an auto-scroller of a bit, so if if you have any donations, now's the time to read them out.
I am sure you do not intend to abort the mission, but I suggest you avoid combat for the time being.
To a menu. Now we're gonna walk in a very specific path, because this is the very few points in which the game can help you with a damage boost. And that dude standing out front of World Marshal headquarters, yeah, we need him to see us. So we're gonna cut this corner, go out of our way a little bit. If he sees us, we're G, because we want his mate. Alright, cool, he sees us. Now what we want is that guy, this isn't guaranteed, but that rocket launcher dude, we want him to rocket launcher us as far as possible, and he's gonna do it. What a bloke. Boom, alright. Sent us flying, we're good. These guys, I'm gonna hit him, so I'm gonna kill 2 of these guys, and this doesn't really make anything faster, because we need to get to a certain health before we can progress, which we're below now. Now we just gotta ignore them and hope that they'll play nice and let us walk to Sam. Sam's just spawned in, so now we can do nothing. It doesn't matter. We have to wait for him to say his bit. Show of, I was gonna say show of hands, but that's not gonna work. Who likes memes?
I know, Jack. I know.
Because, we're about to have a whole bunch of memes. Starting with an unskippable cutscene. Which, on Xbox One, is skippable. Why, I do not know. On every other version of the game, you cannot skip this. So we're gonna have a quick lesson in memes.
Yes, you aren't the only one that grow up.
Thank you, Spotty. You're a true player.
A cruel parent, but an effective teacher. Its final lesson is carved deep in my sight. This world and all its people are diseased.
And the first major meme of this boss fight coming up against Monsoon is in fact going to come over here, which I accidentally found once, and it is a small cat. Apparently, this particular cyborg likes cats. You really like minion memes? Well, we got a cat meme instead.
Is that a meme? You can't fight nature, Jack. Wind blows, rain falls, and the strong prey upon the weak.
Alright, the cat's gone.
Sam tells me you see your weapon.
He's really uncomfortably close to us now.
Something that saves lives, a means of justice.
Alright, so now we're gonna fight him. He's told us about memes. Raiden doesn't like memes, so for that, we have to do some killing. Ripper mode. We're gonna ignore his damage from the first part of attack by hitting him. Now we want to get him below 60% health if possible by doing these pincers. Okay, perfect. That's fine. This phase is what we want. What we don't want him to do is throw a smoke grenade. If he throws a smoke grenade, he wastes about 25 to 30 seconds of our life, and we can't get back. He's gonna throw some stuff at us. He really likes magnetism, and he's gonna use that to throw things such as cars, helicopters, tanks. I don't know why he doesn't just use the magnetism to throw Raiden to the end of the earth. Apparently it's not his thing. Alright, so now he's invincible when he's purple, so we're gonna throw an EMP grenade to stun him. Cut his head off. We're gonna hit him once with a pincer non-charge. We're gonna charge pincer 2. He's gonna run around us. We're going to hit him and do massive damage. The third one will miss, but that's okay. We throw another grenade to stun him, and he's going to run up there. He's going to throw a gigantic mix of conglomerate crap. It's just tanks, you know, it's random shies, and run up. We're going to block it. Run forward. Block the second one. We're going to do this. We're not going to cut it. It just disappears. Just gone. Alright, now he's had enough, and it's gonna go to the next phase of the fight where he splits himself in two. We need to parry and knock his hand down. We need to... I missed that parry, that's okay. His feet, we're gonna block. Alright, he runs to this side, it's good, we can throw this at him easy. Oh my lord, he can still dodge things in this form, which is annoying. Am I even aiming? Alright, so now we've got a waste of time to deal with. Dying won't matter, which is kind of nice. Oh my god, he's doing it again. Down on the terrain. Alright, there we go. Alright, off with the head. Where did it go? One. Run around us. Two. Wow. Right, well, this is gonna be improvisation because I no longer have any EM grenades. Okay, cool. The fight's over now. I blocked that and the fight will end. He'll jump up. We kind of got lucky. He behaved a little bit. Gonna block these pizza wheels, but this time he has a trick in store for us. We don't cut this one. He decided pizza wheels of death is not enough, so he's gonna throw a pillar at us. So we're gonna just run up here. He's gonna throw a helicopter at us or a tank. We're gonna cut it. We're gonna press Y and B. Dance on him a little bit. And off with the head. And that is Monsoon. And he wasted as much time as possible. And that's not the last time we're gonna be seeing old mate Monsoon. He's gonna come back. Heads are not a vital part of sustaining life. Alright, so we're gonna quickly Ripper mode because we're inside the PMC's place, and that Ripper mode actually allows us to break free from the movement speed limit for a little tiny bit, which allows us to get closer to her. And we have to kill her. She's not actually a person, she doesn't have legs. Alright, so we have to use Foxblade from here on out because these guys have armor that can just that Sans Blade can just bounce off.
Keep on coming.
And we kill these dudes. Now 2 dogs are gonna spawn. One right here, the other one's on the other side of the room. Somewhere. There he is. And we just don't want him to jump. Alright, he's... Where is he gone? Alright, he's down. Cool, we're done here.
Sundowner contacted you from the top floor. Time to make your way up there. The elevators appear to be disabled, which we should have expected,
Alright.
I suppose.
I will
So,
access the control
we don't
room.
have to worry about
Perhaps
this
you can
fight.
hack
The game really
elevator
wants us
and
to
make it
fight, but I'm gonna pick
operational.
up some repair pace and hopefully get an EM grenade out of here. It's not guaranteed. Alright, cool. I'm gonna hide in a corner. So if there's any donations, now's the time to go. Just gonna wait. This is an auto scroller. So it's on a timer, more to the point. Just kill that guy. Anyone who comes up here, we're just gonna kill him. Go nuts.
My hack was a success. Board the elevator right.
What is my favorite stage? My favorite stage in this game, from a casual standpoint, was most definitely the showdown in the desert,
What is your favorite
which is
stage
actually coming
in
up
this
pretty
game?
soon.
The electrical panels are most
Uh,
likely hidden in the walls.
In terms of what had the most variety, this stage is kind of cool because this office has unexplained environments. Like, you got a standard office, and then it just, the pace of this level changes really quick. Where's the raptor? There should be a raptor here. There he is. We need to kill the raptor. In terms of speedrunning, it's the first one, the one where you get out of bounds right at the start. I think that's super cool.
There should be an electrical panel nearby. Yes, that should take care of
Who
security.
asked that? I must have missed that. Or was that something you asked, Plywood? Also, we can hold triangle or Y to skip through codecs, but for whatever reason,
I was just asking that for myself.
it doesn't auto skip on the
Curiosity.
first frame, so mashing it is actually faster, and it saves about 10 seconds if you consistently mash throughout the whole game. Also, we picked up a cardboard box, and
They're pouring in from everywhere. This is crazy.
you know, cardboard boxes in Metal Gear go way back. Alright, as a backup strat, I'm gonna open up this box, and hopefully it has an EM grenade in it. It didn't, which is really nice with the game. Thanks, game. I can get one more, and I need two.
Idiots.
I need at least two for the next fight. We're gonna skip this dude. And people may ask why I'm not jumping. You can get hit by those flying things like that, and they will just stop you from going through. So I don't jump in certain parts when I know they're coming. Also, the boss that was a Grad is now a common enemy. That is a joke, so we just do that.
All these sliders in the area. Perhaps they could be put to use.
Yeah, that boss becomes a common enemy, so... Yeah, what we want to do is we want to jump to slow ourselves down a little bit, because the game will put missiles that you can't skip, like, without jumping, but if you let go of the ninja run button, you instantly game over, so the only way to slow yourself down is to jump. That's a really poor design for it, in my opinion, but whatever. Alright, so we're running and jumping around. Now we're gonna go visit a Japanese garden. I'm not sure about Japanese gardens. We have one here, I've been to it. It looks nothing like this, but oh well. We're gonna just kill some enemies in it. We're gonna block that dude, which is nice. So, what you just saw there was the Foxblade not cutting people in half. it doesn't do all that much damage, but we need that slice, which is there. Now this dude spawns, we're gonna slide because these stairs ruin hitboxes, and we're gonna just beat him whilst he's on the floor till he explodes. Alright, now everyone should be dead. After this guy. Is that guy alive still? He is kind of whimpering. Is he... Okay, cool. This is the last... Alright, this will give us an EM grenade, it's guaranteed, which is kind of nice. This is one of the final skips in the game. We're getting pretty close to the end now. Alright, we're gonna get up over this wall. Now we're gonna run in a very specific way. We're gonna get a caution. And then we get ninja run. Okay, they saw me. I was too slow. It's okay though, because the checkpoint is here. Oh, Raiden jumped up. Okay, so we're gonna run just to the left of the center part. Just to the left of this. Wow! This is annoying. If I fail it again, I'm just gonna kill everybody. So I practiced this movement in practice quite a bit, and I never failed it. Welcome to marathons. There we go. We're out. If Raiden would like to climb. Alright, we're through. I never said it never happened before, but it didn't happen in practice. That's definitely failed that before. Don't you worry about that.
My apologies, Raiden.
Also, the game likes to just throw pointless things at us, and by pointless things, it's another auto-scroller.
You can reach the server room via the freight elevator just ahead.
Is he dead, or is he just legless? Okay, he's gone. It's definitely been failed before. It's pretty precise. Like, if you are slightly too far to the side, you'll get seen, which causes an invisible wall to spawn. This is an auto-scroller, so we're just gonna run around and cut things up. This is on a timer. See that elevator spawns? Because we killed them too fast, the game kinda got confused on where it should spawn the elevator. So it just teleports in and out. These guys don't have spawn protection. They're the only enemies in the whole game that do not have spawn protection. Why? I'll never know.
Look out! Incoming!
Alright, we kill the dogs. The raptor is what we need to kill. That's the trigger to progress to the next part. Without killing, like, that raptor needs to die. And then we can just run around here for a bit while the game decides to let our elevator catch up to theirs. And they're gonna blow it up. By the way, we're impervious to that explosion. We're gonna kill a few more lads. See, they have spawn protection. We need to jump to that elevator, which we need to. We can attack here still, kind of. So we should kill one more. I'm gonna jump up using the Ripper jump, and we're out of here. The idea is that you're supposed to let the elevators catch up and just walk across, but you can jump. There's a small invisible wall, but they put no real effort into it. Alright, so we're gonna get a bit of a mini, like, hard enemy boss rush here. Except for these winged dudes, they're just annoying because they're hard to hit without menuing. Alright, there we go. They're all dead. Now we're gonna get a couple of bigger guys. Just gonna... One. Alright, cool. We got them all. Interesting. Well, we killed each other. By the way, the game will only reach the end once that specific enemy is at least down, otherwise you'll just infinitely go. And the invisible wall will hurry up and despawn, please. Thank you. Alright, so the server room is up ahead, but the game's like, we haven't given you a boss for this chapter yet. So they just decided, like all good developers.
Ahead?
By the way, I love
What should I
Platinum
do?
games, I'm just poking fun at them for the sake of it.
So
Hopefully this will give me an EM grenade. This one's random. It did not. Oh well. We're gonna recycle some bosses I've already versed. And the lore is, they're in an AI. Gonna... Pincer. Swing once. The geckos are annoying. So...
What?
Alright, so we stagger her after she does that. This allows us to hit one.
A sphere body, if I had to guess.
Now,
Likely controlled by an AI.
now she's staggered when she jumps. If you hit her, it gives you 3 pincer shots on her. If Raiden would like to target her and not a stupid echo. Alright, stagger her. Pincer to cancel her damage. Pincer 2 to end this fight. Alright, so this time it's Monsoon, and what you didn't see in the original fight was the attack he's going to open up with. So I'm going to do this and quickly lock on, attack him halfway through his combo. I'm going to take a good damage, and I'm going to block. Yeah, we have no choice but to block this. You can't really speed it up. He's guaranteed to do this.
And it's fair monsoon? Well, if it's AI controlled, it should pose no problem.
Alright, we want him to go back together so we can stun him. And it's pretty much the same recycled fight. If the game would let me target his head, that would be stellar. There we go. Ripper mode. Same thing as before. Hit him. How this time he's nowhere near as strong, and we can block that knock-up, which allows us to knock him down again. And we can still hit him whilst he's split apart, like this. And now he'll do this again, and we'll block through this as well. Getting hit doesn't really matter. The camera can really wreak havoc. The only thing is, if you stand against the wall, you know which way to put your inputs to block. Alright. Oh my lord, and that's a problem. I no longer have any EM grenades left. And he will not go out of this purple mode unless I counter. So what I can do is I can hopefully get a perfect counter on him, which will stun him, but the chance of getting that with so many attacks is... I would checkpoint restart this fight, but the issue with checkpoint restarting this fight is that this is not going well. As you can see, like, parrying on hard is super timing based, and I can do it, but he attacks so fast. Oh my lord. This is embarrassing. If I was to checkpoint restart, it would take me to the start of the Mistral fight, and I don't want to redo that. Please do a hitting it. Okay, cool. He's out of... Now we can kill him. Thank God that's over. He is the worst boss in the world. I hate him. And I thought I hated Harrier from MGS2. We can't skip this speech, and walking forward means nothing because it's going to default us to this very spot anyway, give or take.
Don't disrupt the students while class is in session.
This run might go a little bit overestimate because of that.
The same regimen you went through in
And I'm sorry. Python, please forgive me.
Just look how you turned out.
Oh, well, we can spit on the spot to make this look like it's going faster.
The real world just got a bit too
Yeah, like the good old days after 9/11, yeah.
virtually though.
Sundowner really likes the war economy, and he wasn't too happy about Snake destroying the AI that sustained the war economy.
Well,
So he decided to make his own.
maybe dream is the wrong word. They could kill some
Also,
POWs,
these cubes are all
some
filled with
civilians.
brains that are all getting VR trained the same way
Look at their
Raiden
pleasure
did.
centers. Nice big joke every time. Plus, they get a shot.
But this time we get some revenge on Sundowner. And if you haven't realized, the main weapon we use for boss fights is his weapon.
Raiden, get Sundowner.
And this
Do not
fight
lose
is
it,
programmed in such a way that you're not supposed to hit him when his shield is up because his shield explodes. But as you've seen, his attack negates damage. So we're going to quickly charge up as he points at us. Ripper mode. He's going to charge at us. We're going to hit him. He's going to go flying. We're going to charge Pincer 2. He's going to charge at us again.
You can be crueler than
We
that.
take the damage, but we don't get the effects. I have plenty of heals, so this time he's going to put his shield up. No, we just hit straight through it. We just ignore it. We don't care. The helicopter hit me with a missile. What an annoying helicopter.
Explosive armor. Raiden,
The idea is that they
place
want
away
you to
from the
cut
shield.
his,
Your
like,
body
the
should
break in
analyze
his
it for you.
shield.
Show you where to attack, so it does not damage
Alright.
you. If you can only hit
Yeah, he
the
does,
right
he says
spot
it.
with your blade, maybe you can drop
And
it
he's
down.
so invincible that he's pretty much done. But before that, the game wants us to play a bullet hell for a couple of seconds. And so we're going to oblige by that because we have no choice. Also, the boss fight for Sundowner, the name of the song is called Red Sun. It's my favorite song in the entire game. I love it. Where did shield go when he arranged me? Oh! I have no idea. You can shoot missiles by spamming the square or the X buttons on an Xbox remote. I didn't know this when I first played it, so I just dodged everything as best I could. We have to cut this roof once. We're gonna bust through. And that is the end of the chapter. As soon as we cut him, the game tries to give you the satisfaction of slicing bosses as many times as you please, which is kind of nice. I have one heal left. That's okay. That's fine. We don't need him from now on out anyway. There's no hard enemies. So that's the end of chapter 4. Now there's 7 chapters to this game. However, the last 3 are incredibly short. It's like when Platinum was designing this game. Like, oh, you know, chapters, we want a lot of chapters, so it looks like our game has a lot of content. And for the most part, this game has pretty decent content if you play through it properly and don't skip everything. But we want more chapters, so we're just gonna make 3 chapters that are like a couple of minutes long. We can't skip this codec. It's the only one of the few that you can't. We have a couple of enemies to kill. We're gonna do one more skip by
That was quite the fall, Raiden. I'm glad
just
to see
doing
that
something
you're
the game
alright.
completely intense.
time
Oh
you
my
got out
lord,
of
that's
there.
bad luck. Come on, please cut him with. Thank you. All right. All right, we're gonna quickly run over to this corner of the invisible walls. Alright, we're gonna run at this bus, and the gecko should overjump. Cool, they didn't see us. That's what we want. Now we have a fight here with the big hammer dude. Again, we're just gonna slide.
I know.
He can block it. Those gold attacks can't be blocked, so if I was to get hit by that, it would have been real awkward. We're gonna stand here, wait for this guy to jump down. Cut him. Cut him. Run to the center. Cut him. Foxblade, please. Cut him. Alright, cool. We're out of here. This is some precise movement, so this is going to look really slow, but if I get seen, I have to kill a bunch of geckos, and it's just a waste of time. Oh, and if you skip that early, I use that as a buffer for my movement. If you skip that early, the geckos will have moved a little bit too much. 1, 2, 3. Alright. I'll do this twice, if not I will kill the geckos.
It could require more than 30 minutes to get to Pakistan.
You know what, I'm just gonna kill him. Alright, cool. Now we need our favorite thing in all of Metal Gear. The box. And we're gonna walk down with the box above us. The box animation in this game is so goofy, I love it. I'm gonna wait for him to fly over. Take a route around through this garden. Cut the corner so we hit this circle, this like white line square thing. Walk across the outside. And we're out without fighting. Alright. One last abuse of slow motion. So this guy doesn't turn around.
I've located a route with relatively light security. I will mark the heading on your solid
I can see
radar.
it. Yeah. Alright, so this time it'll
I've
work.
located a route with relatively light security.
Alright, there's one
I will
last
mark the
enemy
heading
in
on
this
your
level.
solid radar.
They just seem to put him here for the sake of not letting you just walk endlessly. And it's this guy. We have to kill him before he jumps, otherwise that invisible wall won't despawn. And that's the end of that chapter. Alright, so the next is the Desert Showdown. This is just a boss fight. The whole chapter is a boss fight.
Proceed out of the city. I will contact you when I...
And so... we should be... This is a good fight. To play this casually, this makes mincemeat of it, but this fight is really satisfying in casual playthrough, so we're just gonna hit him twice with a pincer. He's gonna scream. If he screams, that's good, and we can hit him a third time. He will then charge at us. We're gonna offensive defense. Charge up pincer. Gonna fly away. So we want him to charge at us again. Oh, he cancelled it. Interesting. Oh, we're just gonna walk up and hit him. Offensive defense. Oh, I got hit. I'm bad. So once he gets to a certain health, alright, he's gonna charge at us. I'm gonna hit him at the same time as he hits me. I take priority. Alright, we want him to do one more charge. I don't want him to taunt, because I need him to come to me. Okay, he's not gonna do it. We're just gonna do double pincer buffer, and we'll kill him. So now, what happens with Sam is once he gets to this health... Oh, never mind. He instantly did it. He doesn't always do the attack that you need to counter to end the fight. He can really just run around and waste your time by just doing slam attacks. But yeah, so casually that fight is so satisfying. But in the speed run it should take you less than 2 minutes. Yeah. Okay, so we're up to the final chapter of the game now. And first, we're gonna go see Sunny. Well, Sunny, as in Olga's kid. And she's gonna give us a really fast device. She now works for a company called Solus that makes space things. She's like 12 and she has a better job than I could ever hope. But, we're gonna do some movement. We don't want to get seen by that car. It doesn't actually attack us, but it'll alert the guards. And we're going to the final skip of the game. So as long as those guys don't see us, we're all good. So we're gonna 1, 2 up to this ledge, line myself up with some texture, and we're gonna get up really high. 2, 3. All right, first time. There we go. We're out of here. Everything once you go out of bounds doesn't load the collision, and so we can just jump through everything and skip the whole chapter by doing nothing. We have to go to the edge of the map, however, because if you go too far to the right, we'll fall through, and we're in trouble. And we're up to the Metal Gear of this game, which is Metal Gear Excelsior. Alright, so we're gonna quickly go to Pincer. Do a little bit of hitting with our sword to get maximum damage. Gonna iframe through that. We're gonna run over to his foot. And hit him with the pincer as much as we can. He's gonna try and tread on us. We can cancel it and get stuck inside his feet, which is kind of nice by using our own attacks. But this is a spider tank, and what can a spider tank not do with no legs? It's fight. I can't remember what movie it is. There's a movie, it's like with no legs a man can't fight. I'm pretty sure it's Karate Kid. If not, don't at me. He's gonna fall down, gonna air pincer, and it's gonna force him to come down early. We're gonna hit him with that. Now we're gonna go over to his foot again. This time we want to take a certain amount of damage. So we're gonna hit him maybe twice, depends on how he behaves. Alright, we missed it, it's not a big deal. We need to get hit by these lasers. We want to be below 40% health. So I'm gonna just eat the hits until I'm below 40%. Victims of society. Alright, where's a gecko? I need a gecko to kick me or something, because if I get hit by another laser, I will auto heal. Alright, one of those geckos lived, right? Gosh darn it. Oh wait, he did. Perfect. Yeah, I auto healed. One more laser will... This is risky, I don't have a heal. Okay, perfect. Now I just can't get hit. Jack, you're against gonna cut off their legs so they can't chase me. Gonna hit his feet, cancel the damage, hit again. Hopefully I hit his foot through the sword. I can't tell. He's kind of stuck on me. There we go. I died. Okay. That's a thing. Well, we get to see this fight again from this point.
What? Raiden? No! No! Raiden!
Yeah, it's I'm trying to be almost dead. But if I get lucky, alright. I should be able to skip the laser phase now by hitting his leg here. If it's gonna let me, or I don't think it will. I can't do any more damage to him, 10% is the threshold. Alright, well, I'm just gonna take damage again. Oh yeah, the senator likes to swear. I'm not really in tune with US government, but is it? Alright. Okay, cool, one more hit. Alright, kick me. Perfect. So, I can't do any more damage to him. I need this phase to just end, which will happen now. I don't... After the... Hopefully these two guys, yep, they're gonna get wiped out by the laser. The governor of Texas, he's the senator. He's Senator Armstrong. I'm gonna hit his leg. At 10%, it's guaranteed to give us this. We don't have to cut it. I think he was. I don't know how you're. I'm not even gonna comment. Alright, so Metal Gear is mostly done. He's the governor, Arnie Schwarzenegger. So we're gonna mash some triangle button. I think he played football for Texas. I think that's what it is in the story. I think he played football for college football for Texas. Alright, so we get to have a gigantic sword fight by pressing Y and Y a lot. So it's just Y, Y, and then Y and B at the same time. We had some real generous people. Alright, so the game really wants us to chop up the Metal Gear, but we're just gonna slam and jam. Oh, it's off. This is Third Natural Evolution after MGS3. Alright, so we got down on low health, so we don't want to get hit here though, that's the only thing. So in offensive defense, Ripper mode here. We're gonna block, offensive defense, block, defensive defense, block, offensive defense. It's pretty simple. Like, we get him down to there, below 95% health. This time, we want him to just punch us. Perfect. That's the whole reason we get on low health, so he one-hits us here. We have to mash. You don't have to mash this. The only downside is it's slower, but it's really funny if you don't mash this. You can't fail this per se, but it'll just take ages. Also, his sword is a tool of justice, but luckily Raiden no longer has his sword. Also, now's the time to pull out your nanomachine son jokes, because that's where he says contact hardening nanomachines. Alright, so now we're actually going to fight him, and we're going to have Sam's sword, which scientifically makes no sense, but we're going to do some really precise attacks here. We're going to run at him, Ripper mode, hit 2-3 times, offensive defense, and get behind him. Now we want to get behind him. If he hits us, it's okay, because he's going to do this attack. He's just gonna kick us in the nuts and headbutt us. It's okay. It's not the... That's the parallel. We're gonna dodge. Alright, we want to get him below... Nice. Okay, so we got him below 150% health. This is gonna open up some quick time actions. I will do the first one. The rest of them I will try and skip. The problem is if you don't do the quick time actions, he will instantly jump up and do them again. Also, never do this fight with the keyboard and mouse, kids. It's awful. Alright, we're gonna throw him. We're just gonna drop him down to healing range. He's gonna try and heal himself. After that. We're gonna pick up that health pack just for safety. Run around behind him, wait till he gets some health back. We're gonna just lay into him with Raiden's foot sword attack and knock him over. Now we need him to fall over so he doesn't go back up straight away. This will allow us to get more damage on him. And he'll come up here. You can tell his phases by how many times he does this. Ideally he will do it only twice. Yeah, I'm gonna be a tad overestimate, but that's okay. Also, these one-hit kill you on hard. If you fail this on hard, it's a one-hit kill, even at 170% health. He's gonna heal again. He's gonna try and heal again, and we'll be able to end the fight. No, he didn't try and heal. Interesting. Just skip that attack. Nice. We didn't. If I skip the second healing phase, that's really good. All right. No, he didn't get knocked over. It's alright. We can skip this one. It does with this foot. So I'm just gonna slide under it and get the damage we need to skip the thing. Alright, perfect. We need to get hit by this, so we're gonna let him hit us. Oh, I should be underestimate. Nice. If not, it'll be like a couple of seconds. Alright, so we're gonna whack his hand. Whack his hand one more time. Alright, he's gonna give us a bear hug, gonna stab him in the guts. If Monsoon had behaved, would have been a better run. Alright, but we're kind of sick of him, so we're gonna have a bit of a headbutt competition now. Whose head's harder? Apparently Raiden's is, and we're gonna cut out. He's still beating hard. And that is time. If I could press the timer button. The timer doesn't want to stop, but take note that that's time. So that is the end of my run. Thank you for watching. Oh, there we go. It's decided to stop now. It's been fun. Next up, I believe, is going to be Ruckus with Katana Zero. I can't remember. I haven't quite watched the game, but thanks for having me. It's been a good time, and thank you all for supporting Python.